All right, I'm gonna try to answer this question with a little tutorial. I've had several people ask me, and I haven't really had time to really talk to anybody about it. But this tuning is an open C minor tuning. When you strum it, you're getting an open C minor chord, but it is not your typical open C minor. I think if you Googled open C minor guitar tuning, you're gonna get something different than what I do. Now I'm from South Mississippi, and I've just kind of grown up with the blues. Delta blues is a thing down here. It's kind of where it came from, and so there's a form of open C minor tuning that kind of exists down here. And I don't know how common it is elsewhere, but I'm pretty sure in the Delta blues community this is a pretty common thing. But the difference is when you get down to these bottom three strings. So when you do your open C minor tuning, your top string is going to be tuned to a C. Now all of these you're going to be tuning down. So if you're in standard tuning, you're tuning all of your strings down, and you're going pretty low. So there's a chance that your neck may give a little bit. Your strings may get a little high. If you play in open C minor a lot, or open C, or any of the lower tunings, it's not uncommon. You may have to adjust your neck a little bit. But I'm playing a Gibson Hummingbird, not Hummingbird, a Dove, excuse me. I'm playing my Dove, and my neck does pretty good. So I go back and forth. I got 3 or 4 different open tunings I like to play in. But when I'm doing kind of Delta blues stuff, I really like this. It's got a great sound to it. So starting with your top string, you're gonna tune down to C, and I'm gonna check my tuner as we go through this just to make sure, because I just tuned down, and sometimes you have to tune just a little bit for your neck to settle. But your top string is a C. Your next string will be a G, followed by another C, followed by a D sharp. Now this is where it really starts to change when you look at open C tuning versus what the traditional open C minor tuning is. So when you get down to your 4th string or 3rd string from the bottom, you get down to this, you're going to tune it down to D sharp. So then your next string, 5th string or 2nd string from the bottom, the B string, you tune that down to G, and then your bottom string or 1st string, you tune it to C. So once again, you've got C, G, C, D sharp, G, and C. You strum it, you get a C minor chord. So to actually do the song that I wrote, I kind of based it on a bunch of different songs that are out there. I don't know of any song that does exactly what I do, but there may be similarities. I don't know. I really just came up with this on my own, just strumming, just feeling a little bit inspired. But a lot of the action that you're going to have while you're playing this strong is going to be on the bottom 3 strings, even though you will play on your top strings too. But on the D sharp, your 3rd string up, 2nd fret, you can kind of hear it. So the way I started creating this song is I really just work that string, and what I do, starting on the 2nd fret, I will slide up to the 9th fret, G. just that, still playing everything open. Sometimes I'll strum all the strings, sometimes it'll just be the bottoms, and most of the time I'm picking through them. I'm using a pick. You can do fingers, but I'm just so used to playing with a pick, I use a pick. So it sounds like this. And I pull off. And so you're working that melody back and forth. So you kind of play around with those strings a little bit, but I play that same melody basically over and over again, but in 3 different octaves. So I have the low octave. I'll call what we just play the middle octave. Then I also come up here to your 2nd string, starting on the 2nd fret. And I just kind of do a little bass line. But as I'm playing that, I'm also playing the other strings. I'm playing through the whole chord. So it sounds like this. That's that top string, 3rd fret, back to open. So that would be the low octave. I would play through that. I'd play through this middle octave. Anyway, play through that. But then there's the higher octave, and that's going to be your bottom string. So what I do is I kind of get like a run up to it. You kind of hear that? Bottom string, 3rd fret with a slight bend. Now that's your 2nd string, 3rd fret, up to your 5th fret. Let me fix my tune in here. Part of the Delta blues is, you're maybe a little out of tune from time to time. And you just kind of play with it. I'll go bounce around in different octaves. And I actually wrote a song. I've got lyrics. I've got it posted. It's just a few videos down. There's several videos of me playing this as well. And then I recorded myself playing it and singing it, but I uploaded that into Suno and created a better quality version. I replaced my voice with an AI voice, but that's only because I think y'all would appreciate that more. I don't have much of a singing voice. And I don't want to get in a discussion about AI music. Y'all think whatever you want. I use it a lot just because, I don't have money for studio time. I'm not a great singer. I only play the guitar, and I kind of like, when I write my songs, I'd kind of like to hear what they would sound like, in a full band. But I know everybody has their opinion on that, and to be honest with you, I don't care. I don't charge you for this. I don't get paid for this. and the few hundred views and potentially sometimes a few thousand views that I get. You know, I do this because I enjoy doing it, and I'm trying to make the best version of the songs that I write. Now I will say this: I do write all of my music. I do write all of my lyrics. I just use AI to produce, you know, a higher quality version of what I can do. But again, you know, whatever the opinions are on that. But I'll play through a little bit just so you can kind of hear how it goes, and maybe you can see my hands. But those are the three parts. So I usually just kind of start off just hammering on that third. I think if you do it right, and you let those open strings ring out while you're playing the melodies, it almost sounds like you've got multiple guitars playing. In fact, I've had several people comment that it sounds like there's two different guitars playing. So I think that's why I play it the way I play it. I don't use a slide on this because for me, I'm not real good with a slide, but I like to let these open strings just ring out while I'm, playing the melody. And I just haven't been able to really perfect that with a slide. I'm sure, true slide players would have no problem, doing it. But the name of the song is Short Time River. And it's just kind of based on kind of my version of Delta blues and open C minor. This open C minor, a lot of times it's called the Bentonia blues. You ever been up in the Delta? That's just south of Yazoo City, Bentonia. It's just one of those legendary blues places, but I hope you enjoy the tuning. I hope you enjoy the song. It's not hard to play at all. You got to get that rhythm going. And you may have to tune your guitar a few times. Once you let it stabilize, and if you're gonna play in this tuning a lot, it's good to have like a guitar dedicated that you can get your neck adjusted and you just leave it in tune. But if you're like me and you're changing tunings all the time, it turns into a thing. Your guitar will go out of tune from time to time. But anyway, hope you enjoy it.